Ttt Throwdown!
Welcome to the Throwdown. This week we're in Sewanee, Georgia at CrossFit AXAT.
This demo athlete it's your boy, Jan Kosak.
This week's workout is a toe-to-bar sandwich. You will start from the 0 to 230 mark. Why is he laughing? Is it not a toe-to-bar sandwich? It is. It's a row, toe-to-bar and row. All right. Anyhow, from 0 to 230, you will do a 500-meter row for time. At the 3-minute mark, you will perform a 3-minute AMRAP of toes to bar, and then a 1-minute rest followed by a 500-meter row for time.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jan Kosak here. My plan on the row, I'm going to try to hold about 130 on the first one, which is somewhere about 12 seconds off by, or faster than my 2K pace. So hopefully that'll hold up. See. Then getting into the toes to bar, I plan to go with a descending ladder of reps starting at 12. Hoping to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 to 80 reps there if the midline can hold up. So I definitely expect to see a drop off in pace on that second row. Hopefully not too much. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 5% would be nice. That'll be the goal. So if I do a 130 on the first one, maybe something like a 135, 36, that second 5 would be awesome.
You guys want to commentate as he walks down there and gets the music turned on?
What do you think?
And walking to the arena for his 500-meter row, the big, the bad, Jan! And the crowd goes wild.
He gave a detailed analysis. I think most people probably won't be as thoughtful, but it's a good thing to think through. We talk about this every single week, that competing is a skill, and part of that skill is learning how to pace correctly, and especially with a workout like this where you can easily spill over on a 500-meter row, and for those that are really powerful. So you got to just be careful. You can't be at your true max effort on that first one, but you need to be pretty close to it. What, Travis, for you, since you're on this, what would you try to hold in relation to what your PR is on a 500-meter row on this first one?
Which is what?
118?
Yeah, 118.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally probably like a 125 would be probably something I would try to go, just knowing you're going to get a decent amount of rest, kind of like a 90-second rest period before you go into the toes to bar. So for me, I feel like I would try to do that. And then on the second one, I would assume maybe a 127.
Yeah. At the second one, though, you're like selling your soul.
Yeah,
and it's just whatever you can get.
But I feel like that it's still the same. Like, it's close your eyes and just kind of hang on. I think you could be probably somewhat close if you are pacing it correctly and know your like true potential of how you could do it. Where I feel like if I did start and I did a 120, then I think, right, like I'd spill over at that point and couldn't recover.
Yeah, you got to factor in a workout like this that if you're like 5 seconds faster on the row, but it totally spills you over and you can't recover, it only would have been 5 more toes to bar to be able to match that. Yeah. So you need to make sure that you're like at your limits, but not spilling over to the point that you can't execute well on the both second parts.
I mean, it could cost you 20 toe to bar for someone that's really good at toe to bar that blows up.
Yes. If you go max effort on this on the row in the first round, you're
in trouble.
Yes. You're making a mistake. You're making a strategic error.
Yeah. So basically just right underneath that almost like threshold feel where you're about to red line.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a max effort 1K pace would be the split. Like my best ever is a 254,
right?
Yeah, 52 or 54, something like that, right? But that's still a 125-ish
yeah.
pace that I think something that you could hold for a 1K would be kind of like a good target to shoot for the 500. That's like still pretty aggressive, but not going to spill you over in red line to where you can hop off and like have time to work on the toe to bar.
I think one like little technical thing too is that you could start in your first 500 with a little bit of a slower stroke rate. Let's say like not slower because it's still a 500, but slower than you want to do in the second one. So if you're doing like 40 strokes per minute in the second one, when you're going at max effort speed, you might be at like 35 in the first one. Just slow yourself down a tiny bit. All right. So 132. Is a clock line up with the clock?
So it was just over 132 for that first one. He was holding for most of it, like right at 131 to 132. He kind of fluctuated back and forth, and
he said his target was 130 and 135. So he's pretty close to where he was there. He looks pretty good. Like his respiration's not completely out of control. 20 seconds later, he's standing. I feel like if I went max effort 500, it could be 20 minutes later by the time I'm standing again.
That's true.
So keep in mind that you're not starting your toe to bar until the 3-minute mark.
Yes.
So for for those that are really fast in this, maybe like Travis said, he finished at 125. You really have 95 seconds before you start again. Take advantage of that time. Come up with a posture that's going to allow you to recover as quickly as possible. You see Jan here, he's getting his chalk ready, his grips. That's smart. Have those ready so that you can get those on quickly. And then make sure you have a toe to bar or a pull-up bar that you're not having to jump really high to in something like this, especially if it's a qualifier.
Yeah, for 3 straight minutes, there's going to be a lot of breaks no matter what.
Yeah.
So I feel like minimizing the work where you can almost just grab onto the bar, like almost like where it's at your tips of your fingers and you just do a tiny jump to get up there. It saves your legs, and you're going to need your legs for the next part.
Yeah, and your legs are already going to be gone from the first one.
I think those are the simple things that people don't think about. It's like they'll just jump over and over. Like just put a mat down if you need it.
Yeah,
For sure.
it adds up.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the old Kalipa method where he used to do it where he could always hold on to the bar with his feet on the ground.
Yeah. What do you think of the descending strategy that he had talked about? He said he was going to do 12, 11, right?
Yeah,
and
12,
then
11 all the way down.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive to do 12, 11, 10. Like those are pretty big sets. He said he's trying to basically average 25 reps a minute. The data that we had is basically says like elites are like a little over 30 for something like this. So maybe like 90 would be a peak, like if somebody like Travis or...
Yeah, that would be really hard after a row, but I think that would be the target we would tell them.
Yeah, like a peak target for somebody who's trying to like win this workout type thing. Right.
Yeah, doing a descending rep scheme I think is always really helpful mentally because you know, okay, the next one's a little bit less, the next one's a little bit less. It gives you these like micro goals, but starting too aggressively, like if it is 12 for some people, it's probably really hard to turn around and do 11 and then do 10. So you may want to start with smaller sets. Maybe it's just like 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 all the way through.
Yeah, because I feel like even if you're able to hold 6s with like a 2-second break versus 15-second break in between, right? Like that's going to...
Yeah, 3 minutes is a long time.
He's already a minute in. I agree. I like doing like sets of 5 or sets of 6. Noah was always really good at that. There were some hundreds chippers back in the day. I remember he would do like sets of 3 to 5 and everyone was doing big sets, but he'd catch up because he just was really efficient with his rest breaks. The problem with that though is it makes it a little bit more breathy, even doing toe to bar.
Because you never get a break.
Yeah, you're always moving, but it's less local. You know, your quads or your hip flexors or core, they're not blowing up.
You can tell too, like he's at the halfway point and now the technique is starting to break down a little bit. So he was like straight-legged pike, and now he's kind of like knee pull and kick. That just might be something that you got to have to plan to do. And also, I think for people, if you're doing big sets to failure, the bent knee kick strategy is actually better for like bigger sets when you're getting to fatigue because it's just less of a moment arm for your, you know, legs swinging all the way out.
Yeah. I don't mind people changing their technique. I like starting with a longer kip, longer legs, and then shortening it up or bringing my knees up and then kicking as I get tired because it keeps me moving. So if it allows you to keep moving in a workout like this, it's perfectly fine.
I lost count completely, so I have no idea if he's doing his descending rep strategy, but this is, I think, he did 4 in that set, I think. So no matter what, if you start with a big set, by the time you get into this part of the workout, you're probably going smaller sets and now singles. But singles with a quick break might be the best strategy for a lot of people. It's not really going to set you up for success if it's like a 4-round for time with 20 mixed in. But in terms of getting through a qualifier style workout like this where you're at failure, it could be a good move for people.
And I think it's something that you need to practice beforehand. So Max, you've seen a lot of athletes throughout the years. Those that are practicing how to jump into the barbell, get into arch swing quickly, and then kick up, it's a little bit more efficient than kind of swinging and trying to balance yourself if you're doing singles on a toe to bar.
I agree. Time, and he finished. Also, too, that if you're going to do singles, that is where the bar height being optimal for your hands is like really important.
Calf raise to grab the bar.
Yeah, you don't want to be jumping down every time. You almost want to be like just like extending your toes and hitting the ground. Oh, look at this. Yeah, the rest posture between. Little seal stretch going on. Yawn the seal.
Yawn the seal.
All right, 30 seconds, and then we'll do a uno mas 500-meter row. All right, you got predictions. You guys got predictions.
137.
I'm going to say 136.
Okay. I'm going to say 134. I'm going to give him the benefit
I thought at 34. I was going to go 34.
Oh,
that's fine. I'm the highest. But if it is 137, I still win. Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah. All right, we've got 9 seconds. You better get
so
those
just
feet.
one-
Yeah, come on, y'all put your feet in the straps.
They are in. I thought they weren't. I thought they were just.
I thought so too. He's got good posture. I thought he was sitting straight up and down. All right, and we're off.
Okay, so 3, 4 strokes to 137, 5 to 135. Pretty good start. I think even though I know everyone's going to be tired at this point, really try your best to get to your working pace in 3 to 4 strokes for a male, maybe 5 or 6 for a female.
Yeah, if you're doing something this short, if it took him 12 seconds to get up to his working pace. 12 seconds is a big portion of the overall time. So if you can get it down to 5 seconds, you can hold a slower pace and still beat the time by accelerating slowly. So it becomes in a sprint style workout with calories or in a short workout where the seconds actually count. Like these seconds actually matter on the leaderboard of a workout like this. I think accelerating quickly is important to do.
What's his pace at?
So he's right at 137 right now. Now down to 136.
Do you know his time? Is that why you took that guess?
You cheater!
Do you know the other?
Okay. We'll
like to
find
See,
out.
I feel like at this point, just based off of his rowing, I would just try to speed up the cycle rate.
Yeah,
Like
I
go
agree.
back in and retract a little faster. I think.
Okay, he's
even
picking
if
up
it's
his
a little,
pace, though.
even if it's a little
even
less
if you kind
technical,
of allow that to kind of like get a little sloppy. Not saying you should be sloppy, but just get back in faster, especially at this point because you're almost done. Like just close your eyes and speed it up here.
Yeah, just this in and out faster a little bit, almost just grinding on the cable.
Yeah.
All right, 40
We got to
meters
be
left.
coming close. Come
30
on.
meters left, folks.
Damn it, my time has passed.
Oh,
Oh,
it was 37.
I think Brandon knew.
All right,
I
how
think
much you guys
Brandon
owe me?
knew.
What did we bet? $1,000 each?
we got to go back and yeah.
I can't remember. What did we shake on?
Monopoly dollars.
Yeah. Nice job.
Yeah,
Jan,
great job,
that was
Jan.
very well
consistent.
done.
Good
Well
job.
done. Have fun, folks.
It's a wrap, you know what I'm saying? Your boy Project Ttt in this thing, man. Hey, look, man, thank y'all for watching Training Think Tank's YouTube channel. Y'all hit that motherfucking subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead, man. Thank y'all for watching the channel, you know what I'm saying? Hit that motherfucking subscribe button, let it be known, what it be known, what it be known, you know what I'm saying? Ttt.